Welcome to the Enchanted Ears podcast.
Where we discuss anything and everything Disney.
I'm Angela.
And I'm Joe, and on today's episode, we're playing a game that I like to call Guess the Attraction. So I will be the game host today, and Angela will be the one in the hot seat because she likes to make me look foolish when I'm in the hot seat, so this is my chance to turn the table.
And of course, feel free to play at home, play along at home. There we go. That's the word order I wanted there. Feel free to play along at home, and don't feel bad, or maybe you should feel like very superior to me because I'm probably going to mess this up a lot. Like, these are always super embarrassing, as you were kind of saying.
Yeah, and we'll get into the rules here in a second, but I would be remiss if I do not bring up people listening just on audio only won't notice this, but if you're watching on YouTube, Angela has a very sparkly face today. She just sparkles all over her face.
I have sparkle freckles on.
Because is that what they're called?
They're sparkle freckles.
I've been calling them like sparkly bits or something. I
don't know what
they are. But we are recording this on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, so happy belated Valentine's Day.
Because what better thing to do for a fun date night on Valentine's, but then to record a podcast and play a fun Disney game.
Actually, one of my students did ask me, what are you doing tonight with your husband for Valentine's Day? And I said, recording a podcast. And she was very confused, and it was hilarious.
Here's the thing. Valentine's Day is crazy to go to any restaurant, to go out anywhere. Everybody's going out.
Yeah.
It's like the worst day of the year to go out. So we're staying in. We're recording a podcast, playing a fun game. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Yep.
But this is what we do. This is what we do for Valentine's Day. So
we're a very exciting couple.
Yes. But before we get into the game, let's cover the Disney news of the week. So Disneyland, their 70th anniversary is happening this year. And with that, we're getting the new Walt Disney animatronic. We talked maybe a month ago that was going to be debuting in May. It's now been pushed back. So that's now going to be debuting July 17th at the start of the 70th anniversary. So it seems like they need a little bit more time to kind of get that ready. But what is new that Disney also announced is the final verse to It's a Small World, which they did like a 3-minute documentary or like a little video on Disney Plus. I think it was on Disney Plus or on YouTube about this, where Richard Sherman actually wrote a third verse to It's a Small World. So they're going to be incorporating that into the attraction at Disneyland starting July 17th as well. And I believe that kind of few-minute documentary, little short film, they're going to be showing that somewhere in Disneyland as well. So you can kind of see the video, the making of it, and then it's going to be included in It's a Small World. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is really cool. I'm very curious to hear what the third verse is. Does it go dark after the first couple? Does it talk about all these like happy, sunny things, and the third verse is like apocalypse, or is it like still upbeat?
I don't believe it's apocalyptic.
Wouldn't that be quite the turn, though? If it was like a world of laughter, a world of, and then it goes fears.
Well, I mean, it's tears.
I mean, it does say fears and tears,
yeah,
so
it's all in there. I remember listening to this whenever they released, again, kind of like that short video about it. I don't remember the words, though, but I don't believe it's apocalyptic. But I think it's cool. They're taking that verse that he wrote later on after the song and incorporating it into the ride.
Yeah. So is it going to stay for like? Is it going to be for all of the 70th?
I think it's going to be. I think this is kind of the kickoff of the 70th anniversary celebration. So I think it'll be there for that.
So is that so? Like, and then if it became permanent, that would be kind of an interesting thing that would just help to distinguish California.
I don't think it's going to become permanent. I think this is just going to be an anniversary thing. Yeah. And then over at Tokyo Disneyland, Duffy and Friends are celebrating a big anniversary, 20 years of Duffy and Friends, and Tokyo Disney Sea is having a year-long celebration for this. So,
wait, and this is coinciding with like Donald Duck's quackity quack quackerness.
Well, they always do like they've been doing like each character of like the Fab Five is having like their own season. And when we went to Tokyo Disney a few years ago, it was like Pirate Summer. Like they have these big themes, but yet now they're throwing in Duffy and Friends. So this kicks off, I believe it's April 8th, and it runs through March of next year. But it's new merch, it's food. They're gonna have like paintings on the wall of Duffy and Friends and rainbows and glitter. It's just It is going to be amazing. It is going to be absolutely amazing.
So you sent me some of this merch and I want it all. Like I It's so funny because I think that before we went to Japan, we talked about Duffy and Friends, and I was like, not sold. It's fine. Like, whatever. Then we got over there. I was a big Gelatoni hater, the cat. Get over there. I'm like, 1, Gelatoni's adorable. 2, I love Duffy and Friends, and I want everything to do with them. So they have like a whole like little set. And I think that they're keychains, or those the like little keychains.
I don't know if they're
have.
keychains, but they're kind of small, almost like Nuimo size.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me tell you, they're like, I want them all. I want them all. They look so cute. And I think is it all of the ones? I think it looked like it's all of the Duffy Friends. Like,
yes,
I know they have Cookie.
It seems like it's everybody.
So they have even the ones that I think tend to be like park specific.
What's funny is we know multiple people going to Japan this year.
Yes, we do.
And I'm like, this is like Japan summer. Like, everybody's going to Japan. We are not one of those people. I feel like we should go because I found out somebody else that we know is going. But the good news is we know multiple people going to Japan, so might be able to get some of this merch brought back.
Fingers
crossed. We'll see. If you're not familiar with Duffy, he's like the Mickey Mouse for the rest of the world. Absolutely huge. And all of his friends. There's a turtle. There's a cat. All sorts of stuff. Go check it out. But this merch is going to be phenomenal. And I can only imagine like the celebration they're going to have at Tokyo Disney for Duffy and Friends. Yeah,
it's going to be really cool. And like I said, they take their merch to the next level. Like when we were there, I got a Donald Duck pirate. He's very, very cute. And he's a little keychain, and like he's extraordinarily detailed for like a keychain too. Those are starting to come over towards the US park. So we are starting to see some of like the Japanese style really nice keychains, but I think that they have a much wider selection.
Yeah, I mean it was Donald's Pirate Summer. So it was just Donald pirate themed everything. But pretty exciting. So let's get into our game here. So again, we're going to play a game. It is called Guess the Attraction. And how this is going to work is I have 10 attractions. This is all Walt Disney World attractions.
Okay.
So we can play this game across other parks down the road, but for right now, it is all Walt Disney World. There are 10 attractions, and there are 3 clues. The clues go from vague to more specific about the attraction that gives the ride away. So I will read each clue and then give you the opportunity to guess.
Okay.
We'll say if you guess it right on the first time, you get 3 points. If you guess it right on the second clue, you get 2. The third clue, 1 point.
Okay.
The points don't matter. I might not even accurately keep score, but we'll give that as a rough total here.
I will. Let me see. I gotta get.
I'll get my notes app up. If you can get it on the most vague, you get the most points here. Okay.
All right.
And definitely all of our listeners, everybody watching, play along. Let us know your score. Let us know how well you did. I literally almost read the name of the ride for the first one.
I would have gotten that on the first clue.
I literally almost started off by saying, "Here's the ride." No, read the clues, Joe. The hot seat is getting me even when I'm hosting. I don't even have to be the one guessing. It's the hot seat when I'm hosting too, I guess, here. So, all right. First clue, first attraction.
I'm going to go right ahead and give myself 3 points already.
This attraction has only one way out.
So I have a guess here because I feel like that this is...
Because this is the most points. And there's no negative points if you guess wrong.
Oh, perfect. So I am pretty sure, and it's late at night on a Friday night after having a Valentine's Day party at work. So this is going to be my excuse for why I feel like I'm going to mess some of these up. But I believe the one way out is death. And
okay.
I believe that this is Haunted Mansion.
Okay.
Oh.
I will read the next clue.
Oh, it could be Tower. No, I'm going to go Haunted Mansion.
Okay, I will read the next clue just to kind of continue on with the game and let our listeners play along. The next clue is beware of hitchhikers at the end of your journey.
Okay. Yes.
You're confident?
Yes.
In Haunted Mansion?
Yeah, we'll do the third one too, though.
Okay. You are correct. It was Haunted Mansion. The last clue is your ghost will guide you through eerie hallways and a ballroom full of dancing spirits. So again, the last clue is basically giving the ride away.
Yeah.
So
I feel like the second clue was almost even.
Yeah.
Even more so, the
Okay.
hitchhiking ghost.
What you got? So 3 points. Very good.
I gave myself 3 points already.
3 points to
I'm
Gryffindor.
manifesting my score.
3 points to Gryffindor.
I'm just gonna. Yep. All right. 3 points. 3 points again. I'm up to 6 points.
Oh, okay. You already. All right. Here we go. Here's the second one. You'll want to keep an eye out for a mischievous redhead.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Is this Red from Pirates of the Caribbean?
Is that your final answer?
I mean, I that is my guess for this current.
All right. I'll read
clue.
the next clue because I like reading at least 2 clues. Here we go. A certain captain can be spotted hiding among the treasure.
Okay, I'm definitely right. This is Pirates of the Caribbean.
You're right, because the last clue is you may hear someone singing "Yo ho, a pirate's life for me." 3 points again. Very good. You are manifesting this.
I know. I feel like I should like text you after the first one so that people at home, if they're playing along, can.
Well, that's why I'm reading a second clue because you could be wrong.
Yeah, I could be wrong.
You could be wrong.
Just go off of the assumption that I'm going to be wrong.
So the next attraction, the only thing cornier than the plants here are the jokes.
Okay. So I have a few guesses here. See, I'm too competitive. I really want to just say I'm going to wait for the second clue.
Okay.
I really want to say that, but I want all 3 points.
Okay.
So I think that we got a couple rides that feature some plants. We got Living with the Land, but there is no jokes. There is nothing funny about that ride. There is also rides that have a lot of plants in them. So like the Jungle Cruise has a lot of plants in it and there's jokes on that. And I'd say that but like out of all the rides in Disney, I think is the only one that like actively is telling corny jokes. So yeah, I think that's it.
You going Jungle Cruise?
Jungle Cruise.
Okay, I will read the second clue, but currently you have Jungle Cruise locked in.
Yep.
Your skipper is the real star of this adventure. And then finally, you may see the 8th wonder of the world, the backside of water.
I was gonna say it with you, but I was fixing my little anger guy.
Okay, very good. 3 for 3 so far.
It's actually quite impressive. This is just gonna be straight multiplication. Just give me straight 3s.
Okay. Getting a little cocky. See if you can get this one. You get to design something before experiencing the ride.
Okay.
I will be impressed, honestly, if you get this one, the first clue.
This is Test Track.
Okay. Why do you think it's Test Track?
Because you design a car before you do the ride.
Okay. Pretty confident in that one?
Yeah, I mean, I don't knock me because it's I don't know the exact. It's what is it like Test Track by Chevrolet or whatever, and now it's getting redone.
The full Test Track.
Yeah,
3.0.
I don't know. I don't know the real name, but yeah.
Here's the next clue. You'll test different performance aspects, including speed and handling, and then finally, the grand finale is a high-speed ride outdoors.
Wow.
Very good. I was impressed you got Test Track that quickly.
That one was like maybe the easiest one I think so far. That's not even a ride that we ride all the time when we're there, but it sticks out because I mean, I feel like the interactive feature is something that only appears in a couple of the rides. So the other ride that has that is Spaceship Earth, but you aren't doing that prior to the ride. Like they give you that like design your future. What would you like to live in?
That's true.
That's on the way back down. So that first clue was pretty.
Yeah, there's really
clear.
There's really nothing that you're designing. Like there's no other attractions where you're like designing something. Just wasn't sure if you would think of Test Track. So
I think of everything, man.
I guess I have to make these vaguer next time. So all right, the next one. This ride takes you across the world without ever leaving your seat.
Okay. I feel like this is I need to not guess and I gave myself the point already and I know what it is.
You know what it is?
Yeah, I know what it is.
What do you think it is? Well,
recently a ceiling tile fell on this ride and scared people.
A ceiling tile? What ride?
Soarin'.
Okay, you think it's Soarin'? A ceiling tile fell in Soarin'? I missed that.
Yeah, there was like something happened. Like one of the ceiling tiles fell and apparently almost like hit a guest according to whatever the
like
source
on
was.
the attraction?
No,
or
it
like
was
in the
like
queue?
it was in the queue. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it was in the queue, and yeah. So that was an interesting thing that happened recently.
All right, so you're locked in on Soarin'. Let's read the next clue. Expect to smell ocean air and fresh grass along the way.
Okay.
Are you still feeling confident with Soarin'?
Yeah, I feel like there's like some sort of trick here.
Oh,
What
no,
was the first?
asking.
What was the first clue again?
The ride takes you across the world without ever leaving your seat.
Because like this could be tricky, and it could be like Flight of Passage, because you didn't say our world, you said the world. So far it could be either kind of, but I'm gonna still stick with Soarin'.
All right, the last clue is you'll see landmarks like the Eiffel Tower and the Great Wall of China. It was Soarin'. Very good.
Wow.
Very good.
Yeah. Can you turn up the heat a little bit? This is like child's play over here.
I mean, I'm trying. I'm gonna skip this next one because I think this one's kind of easy. All right.
No, give it. I'll give it, and then I will purposefully.
No. All right, here we go. Something big and hairy might not be too happy to see you.
Is this the one that you were skipping?
No.
Okay, because I was gonna say this is a little bit more like opaque, but it's oh, what is the name of this ride? Expedition Everest. It's the Yeti.
Okay. The next clue is if you see a torn up track, it's already too late. Yes, this was Expedition Everest, and then your train goes forward and then backward.
Yes.
Very good. Oh man. Doing very good here. Okay, moving on to the next one. You are burning through these. No two rides are exactly the same.
Oh. Huh. Okay.
So what are you thinking here?
All right. Now, okay, so I had a couple thoughts because I was like, okay, maybe this is like, my first thought was like Toy Story Mania or something, because whenever you shoot at the different targets, like you could unlock different things or score different amounts. But then I thought again, and I kind of think that maybe this is going for oh my goodness, what is the name of the Guardians ride?
Cosmic Rewind.
Yeah, Cosmic Rewind, because you get different songs.
Okay.
So I think this is the hardest one, definitely. I think this is going to be Cosmic Rewind.
Okay.
I think this is going to be Cosmic Rewind.
So you got Cosmic Rewind locked in.
You know what? If I miss this one, though, I think this is the first one I didn't pre-put a 3.
Oh.
So that might have been the thing that shoots me in the foot there.
All right. The next clue is you will see a variety of different creatures.
See a variety of different creatures. No two rides are the same. Oh. No, it is not right. That is wrong.
Okay. So what do you think it is?
See, I should have put a 3 down. This is, what did I say? Oh, I'm not even in the right park. Okay, so we're traveling over to Animal Kingdom.
Okay.
And this is Kilimanjaro Safari.
Very good, because the last clue is your tour guide will drive you through a wildlife reserve.
How many questions have we done?
That was 7.
8. 7?
Yes, that was 7.
Okay, maybe I did give myself a 3 there. So just, man, that 2 is gonna really I'm probably not gonna sleep tonight. I'm probably gonna stay up because I almost had a perfect
You almost
score.
had a perfect score. Okay. Moving on to the next one. You will be traveling up and down.
I mean, that could be any roller coaster or Tower of Terror. So, I mean, I'm going to say Tower because it is pretty up and down.
Okay.
That's just a very vague clue. Okay.
Okay. So you think Tower of Terror?
Yeah, I think
Locking
it's
in
Tower.
there? All right. The next clue is the last guest checked in, but they never checked out.
Yeah. Yep, I was right. What is it? Take the stairs.
And then the last clue is the hotel is set in the Twilight Zone.
Yes. Actually, it does go up and down, but it does go side to side. It is, I think it's the only Tower of Terror
it's like
that
forward.
does that.
It doesn't go side to side.
Well, yeah,
it
but
goes
it doesn't. Yeah, it does
Yeah.
not only make that motion, which makes it special.
Okay, so you got that one. Did you give yourself 3 points ahead of time for
I
that
did
one?
not. I stopped going ahead of time, but I didn't want to. I was feeling a little cocky. My confidence took a shot.
All right, moving on to the next one. You'll be transported to a world filled with otherworldly landscapes.
Okay, we're in Animal Kingdom and we're in Pandora, but the question is, it says landscapes plural. I feel like it's one landscape singular if we're talking about Navi River Journey. So I'm gonna go with this as Flight of Passage then.
Or did I just you reading in too much to me making something plural instead of singular?
I mean, that's very, very possible.
Okay, so you're thinking Pandora because of otherworldly.
Yeah, otherworldly. Yeah, and you said landscapes. Like, it could also be Cosmic Rewind. That's otherworldly, right? But
Correct.
it is there. It's not really other landscapes. You're mostly, I feel like, seeing that creature dude that's chasing after you.
Okay, one of the Celestials.
Eternals, yeah.
Celestials.
Yeah.
Celestials. Okay. All right, so you're thinking, what'd you settle on?
Flight of Passage.
Flight of Passage? Okay. All right, the next clue is your ride vehicle comes to life as you rise to the challenge.
Yes, this is the breathing. This is the breathing Ikron, or as we like to call them, banshees. And I have one final thing to say whenever you tell me that I'm right. Go ahead.
The last clue is you say goodbye to the Navi as you return back to your body.
Sibako!
Yes, rise to the challenge. Rise to the challenge. That's why I threw that in there. Okay. Pretty good. All right. So far you've only missed one on the first clue. So this is the last one here.
Wait, yeah. It is. Wow.
So
have there been what?
Nine.
9
Nine so far. So this is our 10th one.
Oh, I could have had a 30.
Could have had a perfect score. But it is not.
I feel like this has been like we went bowling, okay? And I was bowling just straight strikes, and then I got a spare.
You were in the 10th frame.
Yeah.
You had strikes all the way. 2 strikes in the 10th frame. The third roll of the 10th frame, gutter ball.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened.
I will say. Yeah. Wait. What'd you say? The third roll? I wouldn't call it a gutter ball.
I'm calling it a gutter ball. It was a big whiff.
Or it was in the 10th frame and
the ball doesn't release your hand and you go flying down the lane with the ball.
No, because that would be an utter failure. I just missed 1 point. So I feel like it was like in the 9th or 10th frame I accidentally got a spare instead.
I like you flying down the lane personally. Okay.
In cartoon fashion.
Yes, 100% cartoon fashion. All right, the last one here is you start your journey by being captured.
Okay.
What are your thoughts?
I was looking around thinking if there would be any other rides that would like fit your description other than the initial one to hit my mind. So if you're getting captured, like I was kind of just flitting through some of the other rides and there aren't any other ones that you would get captured beside Rise of the Resistance.
Okay. The second clue is, but don't worry, help is on the way.
Yes, because you get broken out.
Okay, so you're feeling pretty good with Rise?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm getting more confident. I mean, I was pretty confident on clue 1.
And then the third clue is you'll come face to face with the Supreme Leader before making your daring escape.
I think I was right there.
Rise of the Resistance is correct. I will say, for some reason today, you remember every attraction you've ever been on. Most of the time, you'll be like, what's that ride? And I'm like, oh, remember when that one thing happens in the queue or the ride? And you go, what are you talking about? I'm like, the ride we've been on like a couple dozen times. And you're like, no, I don't remember that. But today, you're like, captured. Let me think about this. Well, you get captured in approximately 2.3 attractions, but triangulating to what makes the most sense, I'm going to go with Rise of the Resistance, up and down. Okay. What like test track. You design something. That's right. You design a car in test track. Guarantee you if I asked you a week ago, hey, remember when you design cars in test track? You'd be like, what are you talking about? But for some reason today, you rose to the occasion and you got them all right.
I did.
Except that one.
I did. Yeah. And I think that one, what was the first clue on that one again?
The one you got wrong?
Yeah.
Kilimanjaro's no two rides are exactly the same.
Okay. And I forget, what did I say?
You said Cosmic
I said Cosmic Rewind because
you were thinking of like the different songs and everything.
Yeah, but it does make sense because when I was saying that, my thought process was, well, you could get the same song and then technically it would be the same. So it does make a lot of sense that wasn't it. But yeah, no, kind of going back to what you were saying, I was, that like meme where there's like all the math equations going on behind the person.
That was you.
That was how I saw.
You were locked in. You were like, I need to really think about this. I need to focus. Like I could see your brain working of like, remember everything you know about Disney.
Yeah, I just did a software update, so I'm actually running pretty well right now.
Yeah, I mean, we've literally been in the park and you're like, which direction are we supposed to go to get to this ride? And I'm like, how do you not know where this ride is? Literally in the middle of a park, and you're like, I don't remember. And then today you're like, this ride, that ride, this ride, that ride, this ride. You remembered everything about everything.
Listen, okay, so I've told you this before. When I'm around you a lot of times, unfortunately, a side effect is my brain shuts off. And I think it's like this result of like comfort because, you and I've been together, speaking of Valentine's Day. Oh man, we've been dating since, I don't know, we were like 15 and we're like now like 36, so that would make us,
it's like 20 years.
Yeah, so we've been together like 20 years because we started dating around my dad's birthday, which is in like a week. So like, first of all, happy anniversary of starting dating. It's been like 20 years. And then also like, I don't know, it's just like you're kind of a comfortable space for me, but in a way it is like almost like a kryptonite where it's just like my brain deactivates. It's like whenever you're on vacation, you'll be like, hey, make sure you like, feed the cats, like make sure you let the dog out in the morning. Like it is no problem. Those things they occur to me very like naturally. I'm very like cognizant of it. In fact, to the point of it, like it's like a
This is great. This is a really sweet way of you saying that I bring you down.
You don't. It's nothing that you
I am
do.
like so I can remember everything. I'm so on the ball. When you're not here, I'm great. You're here, I don't know what's going on. You're supposed to talk about, you're supposed to raise each other up, not bring you down.
What I'm trying to say here is
I
that
know.
is that I think it's like my brain's response to you being around sometimes is it just gets lazy because it's comfortable.
I will say with these games, you're very competitive.
I am very competitive.
I melt under the pressure and you become, steel is forged in fire and snow melts in fire. You're steel, I'm snow. That's what happens with these games. Love to hear how our listeners did. Let us know how you did. Let us know if you got a perfect 30. Can rub it in Angela's face if she only got 29.
Yes, you can rub it in my face.
Can let us know in the comments if you're watching this on YouTube, or you can let us know on Instagram. We're at Enchanted Ears Podcast over there. But that wraps up the show for this week. I want to thank everybody again for listening. If you've not done so, please leave us a rating or a review. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. It really helps, and we really appreciate it.
Thanks for lending us your ears.
Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you here next Monday.
Bye-bye.